As you sit comfortably now, or maybe as you adjust just slightly to find that perfect position, you might begin to notice how easy it is to simply allow your mind to settle, as if the thoughts of the day can begin to dissolve, like waves gently receding into the ocean, leaving you present, here, now. And as you breathe in deeply and out fully, isn't it fascinating how the rhythm of your breath begins to feel so natural, just as natural as the changes that can happen when you least expect them? I'd like you to imagine, perhaps, as vividly as you can, a library. Not just any library, but one that's filled with every resource, every skill, every insight you've ever needed or will ever need. And as you step into this space, notice the way the light softly illuminates every aisle, each book glowing as it's calling to you. And as you reach out, maybe to a book that represents mastery in communication or deep understanding of human nature, notice the feeling in your fingertips. The weight of that knowledge now becomes yours. And as you turn the pages, notice how your mind begins to automatically connect new ideas, linking past experiences, present opportunities, and future achievements. Now think back to any belief you may have once held. One that said, "This is hard," or "I don't know if I can." And isn't it curious how, when you step outside yourself, viewing that old thought as if it were simply a story that someone else once told, how it begins to lose its grip? You might even smile, realizing how outdated it was, like a coat that you've outgrown. Because now you can see, hear, and feel. The truth is, change is natural, growth is inevitable, and mastery is within your grasp. If others have done it, doesn't that prove you can do it too? What if your challenges were just stepping stones, teaching you exactly what you need? And from this new perspective, every step that you take, every lesson that you learn, becomes not an effort, but an invitation to grow even more. You know, there was once a young learner, curious about how people connect, grow, and change. They weren't sure where to begin, but as they started exploring, they realized step by step that the answers weren't just out there, they were already within. And perhaps you've already begun to notice how that same truth applies to you, as if somewhere deep inside you've always known the way forward. And as you imagine yourself now practicing the NLP effortlessly, notice the clarity in your vision, the way you see conversations unfolding, the subtle shifts in your body language. Hear the resonance in your voice, confident and attuned. And feel the sense of ease and flow, as if each skill is second nature, because it is. And with each breath now, anchoring that feeling of mastery. With your thumb and finger pressed together, imagine the locking in, the certainty that you already are proficient. And with each exhale, let go of all doubts, feeling lighter, freer. Now picture yourself in a week, a month, a year from now, having practiced these patterns, embodying these beliefs. Notice the way you stand, the way others respond to your confidence, the results you achieve. And isn't it amazing to look back from that future self, seeing how this moment now was the turning point, the moment when you allowed mastery to begin unfolding effortlessly and naturally. And as you allow these learnings to settle in, as your unconscious mind integrates everything in the way that's just right for you, perhaps you'll begin to notice over the coming hours and days how these shifts manifest naturally. And when you're ready, feeling refreshed, empowered, and ready to embrace this new reality, you can return fully to the present, carrying these changes with you. But as you take a moment to settle in deeper, let your body find that comfortable position. Maybe noticing how every breath in begins to bring calm, and every breath out releases anything that's unnecessary. You might wonder, how deeply can I relax today? That's right. because this is your time, your opportunity to let go, and to allow the deeper part of your mind, the part that already knows what's best for you, to take the lead. And isn't it fascinating how just as clouds naturally drift across the sky, any heaviness, any vague sense of resistance can simply begin to dissolve. You don't have to force it, because when the sun shines brighter, the clouds fade on their own. And as you notice the brightness within you, that clarity growing stronger with every breath, you can already sense how much lighter and freer things are becoming. Allow that freedom to expand. Notice how easily negativity melts away without effort. Now imagine a single thought or feeling that no longer serves you, one that might have felt like a barrier. Picture it as if it were a small object in your hand, tangible outside you. Feel its weight, see its colour, and hear its voice if it has one. And then notice how it begins to change. It shrinks, fades, softens, until it's just a whisper of a memory, leaving you with a sense of relief. Because that space it occupied is now filled with something better, something empowering, something you. And now, as that space opens, let's fill it with something new. Picture, if you will, the exact traits and emotions you've always admired in others. See yourself embodying them effortlessly. Hear the tone of your own voice, grounded and steady, calm yet commanding. Feel the surge of confidence as each new belief settles into place. Notice how, with each breath, these traits become part of who you are. Feel those positive states anchoring deeply within you. Allow each belief to grow stronger and more natural. And if you've ever noticed that inner voice, the one that sometimes speaks in tones of doubt, isn't it curious how, when you change the tone, the message changes too? Imagine that voice now, speaking as a supportive mentor, a trusted guide, or even your future self, the self that already knows how capable you are. Hear it offering encouragement, reframing every challenge as an opportunity, every stumble as a step forward. What if this isn't a problem, but a lesson in disguise? What if every no is just one step closer to yes? And as you continue to grow lighter and freer, notice how any old patterns, any lingering emotions begin to unravel, as if they were never really part of you to begin with. They are simply ideas passing through. And now as they drift away completely, you feel the joy, the relief of stepping into a new, brighter way of being. Now feel how every positive trait, resilience, creativity, confidence, finds its home in you. They've always been there, waiting for the right moment. And this is that moment. Feel them integrating naturally, so completely they become second nature, a part of you, as natural as breathing. And imagine now a conversation where someone brings negativity your way. See yourself calm, grounded, reframing their perspective effortlessly. Maybe you say something that makes them pause. Maybe your energy alone shifts the tone. Notice how, instead of absorbing their negativity, you transform it, turning it into something positive, something useful. Project that calm confidence effortlessly. Transform negativity into something powerful. Feel the groundedness now, as if it's rooted deeply within you. No matter what happens around you, you remain calm, focused, and in control. Each belief, each positive emotion becomes a foundation you can rely on, strong, steady, unshakable. As you interact with others, notice how naturally you begin to introduce shifts in timing, in tone, in energy. Maybe you pause in just the right moment to let your words sink in. Maybe your gestures create a rhythm that draws people in. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to express your mastery effortlessly. And now feel how these new beliefs and emotions drive you, fueling every choice, every action, every moment. You don't just know these traits, you live them. They guide your thoughts, your decisions, your dreams, and your future. Imagine these new beliefs, these changes becoming your earliest memories. Picture your childhood self, already confident, creative, and resilient. See that child growing up, thriving in every situation, embodying these traits naturally. And as you project yourself into the future now, notice how every action you take brings you closer to your hopes, your dreams. See yourself living as your heroes do, because the more you act like them, the more you become like them. And now, as these changes settle deeply within, as you let them shape your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, you can return to the present, carrying this new version of yourself. And when you're ready, open your eyes, feeling refreshed, empowered, and eager to embrace the world with this mastery.